All right, all right, all right. What's up, folks? Let's get into the real. Let's get into the real. God dang it. These goddamn Bill Haney meat munchers from the LDBC. I mean, these dudes is this despicability of male of male behavior. These fools despicable, real homolized in their conduct. Like I say, I still gotta do my live stream about this growing homosexuality amongst black dudes because the way in which they go about the meat holding of other males in worship. I mean, this shit is something that is really being adopted from definitely from what these dudes pick up from their mothers. I think this is what is kind of been one of the debilitating things within the male community is the time spent around the women and their families. And a lot of these dudes absorb that shit and they become it. But now looking at this incident yesterday that involves that surrounds the boxing world and the ignorance that comes up out of the Haney side of things. And these dudes who want to be down, these bunch of brandy background singers from the video I Want to Be Down and shit, that these dudes who walk on their knees for these dudes to conduct interviews with bunch of meat munching ass fools. Now I seen on there they bring this motherfucker. I was looking at Drew Titan because all of them on the meat munch, but Drew Titan been on there earlier, and they've been in here trying to flip this story and everything they present about now. Bill Haney's son is a child, and he was the victim, and Tiger Johnson was the one who it incited the incidents from yesterday, and we're gonna debunk all that shit real quick. We ain't gotta waste 6 hours and all that other kind of time on this shit. We get right to the point. But I was listening to them bring Blue Blood, who just be on the weirdest of shit. He on these niggas live stream walking on the motherfucking treadmill. This nigga is on camera live streaming, walking on a treadmill. And then they say, no, we got to bring Blue Blood on there because Blue Blood was right there. Who the fuck is Blue Blood? Save Our Fair? Save Our Fair is everywhere. That's who Blue Blood is. This is what we're going to call this fool. When Terrence Crawford walked into a 7-Eleven in New Jersey, who he runs into? Save Our Fair. Blue Blood is everywhere. To act like he ran into him and that Earl Spence ducked him and all this shit. This fool sat there and lied talking about he was at the damn event and he was standing right there. Now, the one thing we know with Blue Blood is always the one who is try to be first to put all information out. That's why you don't listen to shit out the LDBC, because these fools don't fact check. These fools just meat munch one another, and they never can go against one another for facts. But I look at Blue Blood's content because when I'm looking around and searching around for all these videos coming out, the guy who was always quick to unload information and always wrong on a lot of shit is Blue Blood. Blue Blood doesn't have a video up from that fight event. At least when I'm searching through his shit. And they bring Blue Blood on there like Blue Blood is an expert into what happened. I don't see Blue Blood with shit. I see this old ass video with Tiafimo or somebody dad. He meets Jermaine Ortiz. Well, I don't see no weigh-in videos from Blue Blood. I see him look like he went down to New York late, down to the Times Square all late, and caught Jermaine Ortiz walking out. You cool with Bill Haney, and where's Blue Blood's Bill Haney in them content? I don't see none of that shit from this dude. This dude be lying like a motherfucker. Even the shorts that he got on here are from other people. I don't see a video from Blue Blood. This nigga be lying. And then these idiots who just follow the idiothon of just following one another and just lying to kick it with one another. I don't see a goddamn video from Blue Blood. So this nigga is not an expert to bring on there to deliver facts about what the hell went down, because you don't need facts and alternative dialogue or narratives to be pushed from a dude who is a chronic fucking liar. Blue Blood is a chronic fucking liar. 78 of them are fucking Bill Haney meat munchers. Drew Titan is a Bill Haney meat muncher. BFTB is a Bill Haney meat muncher. So to get anything that comes from these ignorant motherfuckers, and then I was listening to this shit They in there bringing up what they said would have happened to Coach Malachi 4 years after the fact. Y'all didn't do anything when you ran into each other, so I don't even know why these fools bring that shit up about, man, if I really wanted to do it, we could have did the same thing to Coach Malachi. What happened to Tiger Johnson would have happened to him. Like, get the fuck out of here. Bringing up all this Monday quarterback and shit. But let's go into this video. And about now that Tiger is the one who is blamed for inciting this shit, had Sean Haney not ran his fucking mouth, moving around like some old street fucking thug, the incident doesn't happen. And if the dude who was there with them, he says it's a video, says on my Blue there, says, hey, says it is a video of Blue there. Where's the video at? Mark Nash, show me the video. It says they were slap my ass off, said they was in that fight. Yeah, the LDBC gonna put themselves, they was in there. They was stumping niggas out and shit. He says, I sent it. Yeah, send me this shit. I gotta see this shit. Cause what is it on members only or some shit? Cause I don't see this shit from Blue Blood. I gotta see this shit. Cause that nigga be lying and I don't see it in this shit. But going into this shit with these old meat munching lying ass niggas says in his time step says it wasn't says he wasn't fighting though. Send me that shit. Cause old Savior Fair Blue Blood is fucking everywhere. But going back into this shit. So had this dude, so this incident doesn't pop without Bill Haney's son and his ignorance, and then the other dude who steps in there that ignited this shit. Because I don't think Tiger approached Bill Haney aggressively. I don't think he ever approached Bill Haney's son aggressively. That nigga is like said no, says give Blue his credit, says to stay away from them. And then let me pull the video up. I want to see that. He says our carry Blue Blood carrying the ice bucket and shit. But had this dude, so when Tiger he said fuck Blue Blood on me. But then going back into this shit. So when what's his name? Tiger just sitting there looking. Bill Haney and walking by. He never approached Bill Haney. It wasn't nothing disrespectful to where Bill Haney didn't even turn around. Bill Haney kept walking, ran into Derek Chisora. There's no incidents. Nowhere do you see Tiger approaching Bill Haney or approaching the entourage. You watch this old tennis playing son of Bill Haney turn around because he wanted to either be a Blood or a Crip, turn around and say some shit, what you looking at, or some shit to the effect, we'll see it. And old dude is like, who the fuck is you? When he's saying this shit, he don't approach the dude. He don't give a fuck how old this dude is. He like, who the fuck is you? Like, nigga, I don't know who the fuck you is. What are you talking about? And then the other dude in their fucking entourage says, this nigga kid. Nigga shut, and he approaching him aggressively, looking to escalate shit. When he could have let that shit moved on. Then he the one walk up talking some old hard shit and jump at the dude like he gonna do something. And then Tiger trying to push the dude, and then that's when the shit kick off. So these old meat munching Negroes, and please send me the timestamp of Save Our Fair Blue Blood, who is everywhere. There, here, and there. Oh, treadmill walking, live stream nigga. So let's go into it.
Hey, Bill.
So look, Bill walks by. I don't see a response from this dude, Tiger. And Bill Haney responded. You watch the little kid walk his tough ass up and talking shit. So you don't see anything. You don't see any aggressive act. Nothing aggressive. You watch the kid step over into his fucking face talking about, so what the fuck these LDBC niggas talking about? What the fuck these LDBC niggas talking about? These niggas a bunch of fucking degenerate motherfuckers who don't represent black folks, always talking some old black shit and the racism of boxing shit. These niggas is delusional fucking idiots, imbeciles. These fools get interviews, fall in love with fighters like bitches, and then become these fighters' imaginary girlfriends. You know how you got imaginary players, imaginary ballers? These niggas is imagination girlfriends to dudes. Little young ass dudes. The younger the dude is, the more in love these grown-ass predators fall in love with him. That's what the LDBC fucking group starts to come off at. These dudes is predatory-ass dudes, homie. Watch your ass around these niggas. But let's continue on. So you watch Bill Haney's son walk and get in this dude's face as he's walking by. Don't ever flip this script of playing this little fucking pale skin. Hold on, folks. Let me open this door. Hold on, Ray. Hold on. Where the hell is the features on this damn thing? Give me 1 second, folks. Them playing this little chump ass kid as some fucking victim into an incident he incited. And these fools bring up age and shit. Yeah, go ahead. These fools are some degenerate ass punks. When the alarm go, I'll bring it to them. Here, let me take these ear. You want these earpieces or no? No. All right. Yeah, these fools degenerate clown ass dudes. But let's get back into this shit. So we watch this fool as he's walking by, approach this dude. Walk by and approach this dude. Oh, no, Crown, you didn't lose my page. That other page you probably was following got terminated. So I just back it up. Anytime I lose a channel, I just back it up and start off with a new channel under the same name. So you didn't lose a channel. I lost that other channel. All right, so here we go. Let's continue on. So you're gonna watch Sean Haney walk in this dude's face.
Hey, Bill.
So this nigga says something, don't look at him, look at me. Playing a tough guy. Get the fuck out of here. He's some fucking meat munching ass predators. Let's continue.
What? Look at me. So what? Who was you?
That's how he said. He telling the dude, like, who is you? Like, they don't know who the fuck Bill Haney, little light-skinned ass kid is. And he don't even, and once again, he don't approach this dude. He don't approach Bill Haney. So there should not have been any drama in this incident. There shouldn't have been zero drama in this incident if it ain't for this little fucking spoon-fed fucking gangbanger acting tough at this event. That the predatory pedophiles of the LDBC are trying to flip the script of Tiger Johnson bringing this ignorance. No. It's the young dudes part of this fucking entourage that these dudes brought up here. That everything would have went over smooth had the other guy. So it was little Haney starting this shit. The incident still wouldn't went nowhere. It's just been Tiger saying, who the fuck is you? And they would have moved on. But now when you get this other dude that walks up and approaches this dude with more of the hostilities is where this shit ignites. So let's go back into it. Oh, what is it? Look, it ain't even a thing. So it starts off with the dude thing. He's saying something to Bill. Bill is engaged in a conversation with Derek Chisora now. Tiger ain't approached that nigga. He ain't come at him aggressively. So there's no need for Sean Haney to even approach a dude like that and then walk in a dude's face. You think somebody got time to check your ID? Some people probably would have just punched him in his fucking face for walking up to him like that. That's an aggressive stance. Continue on.
What's up with it? What's up? What's up? Fuck out, boy.
So now you get this dude who is now who Tiger is addressing. Because this dude talking about I slapped the fuck out of you. That's why niggas don't listen to LDBC.
What's up with it? What's up?
Now he telling this dude what's up with, because dude talking he slap the fuck out of him.
Slap the fuck out, boy. Yeah.
So that's who's escalating this shit. You know why this old dude is escalating that shit? Because when he looks at it, he see Tiger by himself, and he knowing that he probably got about 10 people around him.
That's a kid, nigga.
And he talking about that's a kid. Man, he ain't even on this kid head like that. So now you using this shit as something to motivate you in the excuse making. So let's continue on. And you just watch who just threw the first punch. The same dude who talking about he a smacker who ignites this shit. So there you go. You see that shit. Tiger being held back. This dude jump at him. He tell the other dude to watch out. Immediately jump forward at him, and they start to swing. And this way he walks in and his mistake stepping forward, and now the group jump on him. He by himself. Let's continue. And then look, this who I would be mad at if I was Tiger. This who I'd be mad at is this bitch ass nigga that's sitting there still grabbing him while punches are being thrown. And then the other thing why he mad at Bill, because Bill is wrong even when he stepped in there. Bill comes in, and not only does he grab Tiger, he beams Tiger. He put Tiger in a beam, locking him up. Bill, what the fuck are you doing? Your group is jumping this little nigga. The fuck you got him all hemmed up and locked up? Come on, homie. That's where the mistake is. Not saying Bill was trying to jump, but Bill put him in a position where he's extremely vulnerable now. He's an open target for these niggas to well off on him, get a few punches off. So here we go. But like I say, these dude grabbing, holding Tiger back while punches being thrown at him. Tiger need to go talk to that dude, because you don't do that shit in the midst of a fight. Leaving your boy defensive, holding his only primary weapons, his hands and shit. Look at this bitch ass dude. Look at this bitch ass dude grabbing this dude. Like, get the fuck up off me. Unless he part of this shit. Unless he one of these old wrestling ass dudes that's part of that shit. Look at him on these niggas. Yeah, he stepped toward. I would give this fool Tiger. He got a lot of fucking heart. He like, fuck you dudes. He like, fuck y'all, pussy ass motherfuckers. Stepping in on that dude. And once again, and when they talking about this shit and Sean's a kid and all that shit, I don't see Tiger going after fucking Sean Haney. I don't see him going to fucking mount his attack on no fucking little ass child. I don't even see him going after Bill Haney. The fuck these old LDBC pedophiles talking about? Fucking ignorant ass dudes. Ignorant ass dudes. I see. Now we gonna watch Bill step in here. But Bill, you see Bill watching this shit. You don't see Bill grabbing his fucking entourage or people in his group who he knows who they are. He ain't grabbing them. He go in there, he'll grab Tiger and beam him up. Put him in a beam. The fuck out of here. Look at him. Searching through the crowd, searching the crowd. He got it. Look, that's some shit. Look, I got this nigga now. I'm gonna act like I'm breaking it up. Take off on the nigga. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Now he let him go. Like, nigga, what the fuck was that? Why we on? That's why the fucking LDBC have so many people on they retarded ass necks. There's a bunch of homo ass niggas, kiss ass, dick sucking ass dudes and shit. Like I said, it's a lot of homosexual shit amongst dudes, and especially dudes that love following little boys and shit. These dudes is boy followers and shit. Bunch of grab ass, kiss ass dudes. I wouldn't trust these motherfuckers. There's something real suspect about these dudes. These dudes real sensual when they're amongst each other. That's why you don't see anything conducted in LDBC motherfucking meet and greets. A bunch of sensuality from dudes and shit. The dudes in there to meet each other and shit. Rub and feel and be around each other drunk and shit. Let's continue on. Let me go into the chat real quick. I ain't gonna be on too long. I got a gang with my kid. Well, I got like, what time we got? We got like 2.5 hours. And then Alexander Wilson says the LDBC still exists. Man, them fools hanging on by a thread, man. And then Cool Breeze says dudes must learn, says how to conduct yourselves in the public. Says as professional athletes. Says if an NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL athletes did that, their contracts will be in jeopardy. Not contracts, they'll be suspended. You see that motherfucker, what they put out? Deuce Time favorite player, Paul George, just got suspended for some shit he did. Oh, he took some kind of medication or something. They done suspended that fool for 25 games, but I hear he ain't been playing that much anyway. They really just putting him on a medical leave. And then RL says try this shit in Saudi Arabia. Man, the Saudis would. Man, I wish they would try it, but guess what? They wouldn't try that shit. They don't try that shit. Like even Ryan Garcia. Let me see if I can find Ryan Garcia comments, because Ryan Garcia came out and called them all type of bitches. And Ryan Garcia is right, because they don't try. They ain't never tried that shit with him. He called that shit for what it is. And that's the same way I seen it before I even seen Ryan post that shit. It's a lot of whole shit that you see amongst these black athletes, man. You see a lot of whole shit amongst these dudes. The way in which they approach each other, the way in which they escalate shit, the way they talk to one another. And then it's what kills me when I hear the LDBC talking about this black and white shit they always talk about in boxing. But I only see black people approach each other like that. Because even when the black fighters are fighting white fighters, their disrespect towards other race fighters aren't there. You don't see that shit. Even when you seen AB talking about I fight a Mexican, African, all that shit. But when you in front of a black motherfucker from another American black city, It's all bitch ass nigga, fuck you nigga. The entourages approach each other. The shit even with Earl Spence and fucking Terrence Crawford. That shit almost escalated to that point because of the conduct of these weak ass slave minded black dudes in public. Dudes act like such bitches in public. You get around these bitch ass black fools and you see it all the time, where they play on these little exterior posturing and shit. Like you see motherfuckers, you can greet motherfuckers. Oh, hey, how you doing? The nigga look at you, bitch ass nigga waving over here at me and shit. Be like, the fuck these niggas on? Oh, I see where we at. And then be, okay, now we about to be up from there. Oh, you one of these bitch ass niggas that the motherfucker really gotta watch. Your mind twisted. Your mind been whipped. You got a chattel mind, chattel slave mind. It's simply what it is. Dudes are retarded. These dudes are retarded as fuck out here. And he says, wolf tickets, you mean? Yeah, wolf tickets, whatever the term. Wolf ticket, a real old ass term, man. Y'all be having to be in my old school mindset to use the word wolf ticket. That's an old word. Velocity Cuss says that was, why you put that? See, y'all throw me off when y'all put the wrong word. I'm big on word punctuation and writing. So that was literally left jab, uppercut, leave you packed out on the floor. And then the boxing Scott laughing laughing my ass off, says they was in that fight. And then he says, the Mark saying, hey bro, says a video says of my blue there. Why you put my blue? Or blue there? Well, I still ain't seen a video. I ain't seen no video of that nigga nowhere. And he said he ascended, and you ain't sent that shit to, and until you send that shit, Blue wasn't nowhere. That nigga just be lying like he always does. I'm looking on that nigga channel. Is it a mystery area you find Blue Blood video? Because the only video I see with this nigga at this fight is him talking to motherfucking Jermaine Ortiz and shit. That's the only shit I see. I don't see nothing. Blue Blood be the first nigga reporting shit, be making up shit. The only video he got is this nigga Jermaine Ortiz, who ain't in none of his weigh-in shit. This nigga says, hey, Rayla. Oh, my daughter got my phone. Let me see this shit. Ray. I don't see a fucking video on this nigga page. But all of a sudden, Mark Nash got it in his phone and shit. And then Brandon Washington saying, Cook, let me see my phone real quick. And he says in his timestamp, and then in the boxing scholar says, hey, Red says, give Blue his credit, says, and stay away from them. And then don't come in here with that weak shit y'all be on boxing scholar, regardless of y'all joking or not. I don't, in these moments, I don't like that little weak shit you niggas be on. Right, bring my phone. And the Velocity Cuss says, Flubud said that he was says that was him and the baby Blue Averek, says, with the satellite ears. And then and he says I carry ice back. And I'm gonna get right back to you. Let me see. Somebody said they sent me something. Oh, let me see. Give me 1 second. Let's see. He said he wasn't lying about being there. Said, but I didn't see him throwing punches. Let's see. We see Blue Blood in this mug. All right, give me 1 second, folks. Let me see. I see Tiger looking at Bill, and then that fool got to say something. Where's Blue Blood at? This is the same video I just showed. Where the hell Blue Blood at? Where Mark Nash at? I don't see no goddamn Blue Blood. Where the hell you see Blue Blood at? Here you go, talking to Keyshawn Johnson or Davis. This dude talking, where the fuck Blue Blood at? Man, you niggas just be making up shit. Man, Blue Blood ain't in this shit. Let me fast forward this shit. Showing this shit. This old lying ass nigga Blue Blood wasn't there. Says on KGT, man, that nigga wasn't there. That nigga be lying like a motherfucker. You done brought in to believing that lying ass nigga. He said 4 minute, man. That nigga is not on that shit. Because the video you sent is this video.
Hey, Bill.
It's the same video that you just sent. Blue Blood ain't nowhere in this motherfucker. That nigga be lying. You think Blue Blood won't be in there with a camera? This nigga got every damn camera that came out to record the fucking male boxer and upload on his channel. That nigga be loading up shit the day before shit happened. Nigga ain't had that shit. And then they in there rolling. And then Brandon Watson says, fuck Blue Blood on me. That nigga be lying like a motherfucker. Oh, treadmill, walking ass nigga. Nigga on the nigga live stream, walking on the treadmill and shit. And then the boxing scholar says, nah, B, says we got to give Blue his credit. Says he the final boss. And the Crown says BLTV mad as hell. Says they messing with him. Says they messing with his meal ticket. Yeah, these fools ain't even at the damn fights and none of that shit. These niggas such Bill Haney supporter, Devin Haney supporters. They ain't even at none of that shit. RL says LDBC said a bunch of teenagers said stomped out Tiger. No, it wasn't just teenagers, security, all them niggas. Same shit they did to Brian Norman and shit. And then the boxing scholar says no lie. Says the Haney says done been in 3 brawls outside the ring. Real carnivals, these niggas can't go nowhere. And it's probably gonna be they're gonna step their security up. They're gonna definitely step their security up. Cause other than that, some shit is bound to escalate. He said, yeah, Red says, fuck them treadmills. This nigga treadmill walking ass nigga on niggas live stream in front of a bunch of dudes. Nigga showing, I'm getting in shape, guys. Nigga on the treadmill walking live with these old pedophile ass niggas. It's Blue Blood reported. Woo, wow, treadmill burning calories, guys. Oh, fuck it. What's that little fruitcake ass nigga used to do the aerobic shit? Richard Simmons ass nigga on a treadmill with his camera on around a bunch of fucking dudes. Nigga walking on a treadmill like this and shit. I'm getting in shape, guys. When is that 78? When is the meet and greet again? I'm just getting in shape. Fucking weird ass nigga. These niggas weird as fuck in that group. They're here defending a bunch of ignorant shit. Woo, wow. That's why they get all the old titles from the treadmill. That nigga invent all his title little theatrics amplifiers off the treadmill. Woo, wow, surprising. Woo, breaking. Nigga, the broken treadmills here. Woo, breaking. Weird motherfucker. And then niggas is weird, bro. God damn. And the Velocity Cuss says DHP says some sneaky ass niggas. Says Malachi said he couldn't leave the hotel room. Says Bill was trying to set him up. Who knows? He probably could be trying to set niggas up. He from that world and shit. You just got to be on the same shit the nigga on. And the Crown says LDBC says the Karens of boxing. They absolutely right. Well, them niggas really meat munchers, bunch of pedophilic minded ass niggas. And then in the boxing scholar says they standing on business. Says it's about this black fist. Says Busta Rhymes and the higher learning. And then they black fists only work on other black folks. And then Frank Smart says fall in love facts. Says that was a gang. Said that was a gang assault. Says everywhere else in NYC. And then the boxing scholar says this is my first time. Says watching this. Says who's that dude? It was Savoir Faire Blue Blood who was everywhere. That's who it was. And then so y'all don't know what Savoir Faire is. A lot of y'all too young to remember that old ass cartoon. And then Crown says, that's I read that earlier. Said lost the page. Now that other page got terminated. And then Velocity Cuss says DHP fan club says and Tank fan club says are like Megatard says straight delusional sheep. Facts, bro. These fools is sheep, man, for a bunch of dudes. These niggas worship the worst class of boxing. These fools worship the fighters in the worst era of boxing. Like these fools is idiots. And then want to bring race shit like they live in some civil rights era and shit. And then ignoring all the shit going on in the real world. They bringing it to boxing. A bunch of niggas flying first class everywhere, fucking catered to and pandered to, acting like they're being discriminated against. Niggas about dumb as a motherfucker. When I used to start hearing them say that shit and realizing these fools don't know how to think, it's like, yeah, these fools are dumb. And like I always say, I don't follow people less educated than me. I don't listen to dummies. And then RL says you too could be an LDBC member. Says for $599 a month. That's the other thing. I'm glad you brought the DuPan shit up because I destroyed that DuPan shit. They don't even talk that shit because it brought from when I was saying that shit for the retarded motherfuckers and their idol worship because they're a bunch of little pedophiles in training to realize how dumb it was to pay these niggas a bunch of money to be members of some shit that I get to watch for free. Because they act like they on some exclusive ass shit. Paying the membership to be part of this delusional, dysfunctional group that don't mean shit. All we on here is to talk boxing. We get on here to talk subjects. A nigga can create in his mind, he want to talk on some shit. They telling these dummies who be participating, and I'm number 54, I'm number 1, I'm number 2, to pay a monthly due to these niggas. And then I used to laugh at that shit that, what y'all paying dues to, I watched this shit. Oh, 78 of them created a platform, they built something for it. No, YouTube created that shit. And just like how you write your chat, you got a channel as well. Niggas ain't create a goddamn thing. These niggas are not entrepreneurs. They're not that creative. Just get on here and talk like the rest of us like to talk. It's simple as that. But when niggas don't think, this is what their imaginations run them to. Because they're weak-minded. Niggas who have to be led. People who lack the ability to think. People who lack the ability to analyze shit. And that's simply what we get. We get a lot of lost and broken ass dudes in this shit because they're retarded as fuck. And I like highlighting when people are stupid because my thing is to wake motherfuckers up. That's so these niggas is paying dues to these fools to go watch some shit that I watch free. If I want to watch 78 of them and shit, I go watch it. And then on top of them paying dues, they also got to pay if they want to watch these niggas on Patreon to deliver the same shit they deliver on YouTube. And then they run from YouTube to pimp niggas out their money, act like YouTube banned them. Nigga, I'm the most banned nigga out of all YouTube. Ain't nobody lost more on YouTube than me. And these niggas be crying like YouTube stopping these niggas. Get the fuck out of here. YouTube ain't even thinking about you dummies. You fools are the little tiny fucking salt speck in the fucking ocean, homie. Niggas, you dudes are non-existent in the algorithm of YouTube. Same way I'm non-existent. But YouTube will cancel my black ass. And they ain't cancel me over me being a black motherfucker neither. It's a violation of policy. These fools be acting like they be saying shit. You fools don't say nothing. And the only way YouTube will get on y'all is when YouTube recognize y'all for y'all pedophilic ways. Like these dudes worshiping these little boxing boys a little bit too much. You gotta ban these fools from that shit. Let's protect these little kids. These motherfuckers, the dudes be around, be the grown fools on kids' Robux pages and shit. And then the boxing scholar says that LDBC says, if the LDBC demonstrating like this, says, I might need to pay my dues, huh? Yeah, you got to pay them, man. So keep their boots off your head. And then Stinging from above, like, how much it is to pay for the, how much a month do I got to pay to keep your boot from stumping me out? They probably got menus like that. Stinging from above says, that stupid little kid says, better not fight nobody, says, build like a straw. And then like Cletus says, I thought Trill Will says ban you from speaking on the LDBC. I hope Trill Will ain't never ever in his mouth ever said nothing like that. And then he says you have to be cautious, says when speaking on real gangsters. That's the biggest joke I ever heard of the century and shit. And then Cool Breeze says you raise a good point. Says they hard against anyone, says but Ryan Garcia and Tiafimo. If your skin looks like this, these fools know their place. It's a little bit like this. These fools turn up. They turn aggressive. They brain start, the masses start talking in their brain. That's what be happening to them niggas. They masses start talking in these niggas' head. Hey, you little boy, you better go kick that old wide nose, look like your black ass. You better go stomp him out. Go give him a good whooping. Be a good old boy. That's what they brain start saying this shit. That's what be happening to these monkey ass fools from the LBC. Old Massa, the old ancestral Massa get to talking in their brain. But when they see Massa looking kin, they tone down. Yes, sir. And they get around each other. Oh, Lord, why do they do us like this? Why us boxing treat us like this? You're not in boxing. You're fan channels. That's it. The fighter you love ain't going through shit. And then the L5 player says Willie's going to make a gospel track. Says he going to make a gospel track. This video says against Tiger, using the shiesty mask, says, and his wife's gun. Right. And you go on every LDBC channel and it's a regurgitation. Like these niggas just on repeat-a-thons. And just feeding off. And then I was listening to the little panel they set up. All these fools making up these retarded ass, reversals of the story. Trying to add alterations to the story that are non-existent in the video. And then they bring Blue Blood up like Blue Blood was there and shit. And he wasn't. But Blue Blood, let's put himself everywhere because he got sources and all this other shit. He got more breaking news than a break. Fuck it, they just be lying. And then the box scholar in there's laughing. And then L5 player says the LDBC dudes said they're going to pull up to be going to pull up to the fight. Says, but they're all broke, so they're just going to jump on someone's live stream, says, and leave negative comments. These fools don't even go to fighters' fights. These fools don't even protect Wilder against this little hoe that he with. These fools can't even protect their fighters against the bitches out here breaking them niggas. Niggas is retarded. They talk about everybody else shit but they fighters. They want to talk Tank Davis shit because Tank Davis went there interview with him, so they ain't in love with him like that. Bill and Dev and ran the gauntlet and being on everybody's channel, so now these niggas think they greats. And they ain't, please. And then Frank Smart says Tiger was 10 toes down, says he was attacked. Yeah, Tiger wanted to fight because that dude swung at him. Like, you ain't about to listen to a boxing nigga. You train all day in the gym and fighting, and nigga approach you like that off of something that ignorant kids said that they should have checked. They shouldn't have, if they were real about shit and they seen what little Haney did, they should have pulled him to the side because the incident wasn't that major. Somebody should have grabbed little Sean and told him, hey, bro, chill the fuck out. Don't do that shit. That wasn't even necessary. And nothing would have happened. They would have moved on, let Bill do his interview with Derek Chisora. And they would have moved throughout the damn event. It'd been simple as that. There ain't nobody else to blame but these retarded motherfuckers that Bill Haney and Devin Haney brought to this fight. Simple as that. You don't hear nobody saying Bill is at fault. Nobody saying Dev. But Bill didn't calm shit. He did the wrong thing grabbing Tiger when he should have been grabbing people in his entourage who were the ones throwing the punches. Simple as that. But these old meat munching ass pedophiles, they will run the story to try to protect Bill and run a different story and just make shit worse. That's all they did. Make shit worse for Bill and them. Now I can't wait to see how the fight go off. You know, I hope nothing happened, but Tiger ain't about to let that shit ride unless they have a speaking. And that's the proper way to handle shit. Is for Bill and them get on the phone with this dude, for the whole team to talk, for Bill's stupid ass son, Sean, to talk to Tiger Johnson, and for them to work this shit over without having to come to blows and fights. And then maybe publicly, they can be there on an accord of peace. Or unless Tiger be like, man, I need my fair one against that motherfucker swinging at me. You go and dust that motherfucker off or he dusts you off. And then publicly, you let bygones be bygones. But now you get everybody else who may not be part of shit, that may be like, oh, Bill and him a bitch, who gonna want to ignite shit. They're just gonna want to start shit with these dudes. And then the boxing scholar says, so it's Tiger says versus all of them. Brandon Washington says 100. Lyson Clear says to L5 player says, how can you speak crazy about Trill Will? Says when you kept King Louis off, kept King Louis off of you, or not he, when he kept King Louis off you, says you had you shook. Yeah, where my nigga King Louis at? King Louis did have a lot of fools out here shook. King Louis is like King Louis, H Money, and all them. You see how these fools on this YouTube boxing shit, terrified of him. Salute to my nigga King Louis, man. And then the boxing scholar says, packed out, says LA politics. And he says, this is my first time seeing this for real. Says I'm gonna go back and check it out. And if Velocity Cuss says prescription P, says what will the Sixers do without him? Is he even a factor with the 76ers? Well, they did break the news, so maybe he is a factor over there. And he said Dead Bodyguard says was about to beat Ryan up. Says a long time ago. Says they bailed, should have whooped Ryan ass, and that would have kept the Kim Blue Raw. But like I say, I'm the only nigga that kept shit funky about Dev and them fighting that motherfucker Ryan Garcia. I've been said that was gonna be the worst mistake of their fucking career going to fight this dude. Always right Reggie Owens be seeing shit before it fucking happens. Then they cry for so many days and nights and shit. Oh, Tony Braxton ass niggas. And then the L5 player, the Cletus says Louis says is an ill hurt. Now Louis had you scared of him. Don't talk shit about him now that he ain't on this platform anymore. But Louis hit me up a while ago. Louis may fuck around, be watching this shit and hear me and then hit me up. I'll bring him on the panel. He says, who avoided me, says, and he knows what's up. Says, Willie is a dude-paying Pentecostal piano player. Says, who lies constantly. Says, you seem like a gullible cornball yourself. And the crowd says, Paul George says, will lose almost. Oh, yeah, he ain't getting paid. Oh, my God. I didn't think about that shit. Yeah, they are fucking Paul George. But not $12 million. Says he will lose almost $12 million, says, with the suspension. Fuck. fuck. He fucked up taking away. But that's the thing with these athletes currently, man. These niggas be on all type of shit. These niggas be on all type of shit. Says MMA, how you say that name? I'm gonna just call you MMA. Says Wolf Tickets, you mean? And then Mark Dash says I did send it. Says laugh out loud. Says your phone. Man, that shit was the same video I just played. I don't see that nigga Blue Blood nowhere, and that nigga be everywhere. Nobody, I don't see Blue Blood in none of the videos I pulled up on that shit, and Blue Blood is everywhere because he is savoir-faire. Savoir-faire is everywhere, but at this fight. See that nigga nowhere in motherfucking sight. Nowhere in goddamn sight. Like, these niggas just be lying too fucking much, bro. Like, I'm on that black shit, homie. I ain't on none of this old fake shit, this popularity contest shit niggas be on. Niggas is fake, homie. And I hate fake shit. He says Reggie co-signing says co-signing based on politics. Nah, I ain't co-signing nothing, L5 player. I ain't co-signing this shit. But I know a lot of niggas on here was terrified of King Louis. King Louis is like 120 pounds on y'all niggas. But he was crazy. King Louis was crazy as fuck. King Louis the stay flipping on niggas. King Louis the stay flipping on cats. King Louis was like H Money to the second and third power. Y'all think Ben Israel crazy, man. King Louis used to be snapping on these fools. He is terrified of that fool. Because King Louis, who knows? King Louis may be in jail for murder. Shit. That's why we don't see King Louis on this mug. King Louis probably done offed a bunch of niggas. And then Brandon Washington are rolling. The Boston Scholar says Blue was at the gas station. Says like when he ran in the bud. Yeah. Breaking news. Breaking. He got that shit off the treadmill. Breaking. Whoa! Wow. Amazing. Where did they be saying? Now I realize where you get all the little adjectives to fucking add excitement to his titles and shit. That shit come off the treadmill and shit. And then Mike Brown in there got the flames, salute. And then Mark Nash in the rolling says, no, it's on KG channel. And then we'll show where Blue Blood at. Blue Blood ain't on nobody else shit. Blue Blood ain't even on his Instagram. I was like, let me fact check to make sure Blue Blood, but there I went to Blue Blood Instagram. He ain't got shit loaded up from this shit on his Instagram. He ain't got shit on his YouTube channel, so therefore he wasn't there. It was a Blue Blood lookalike. Probably nigga wearing a bunch of Averex and hat shit and crazy designs to motherfucking patched in hair and shit. And then Chase Bowser says, what was his energy from Team Haney? Says when it came to Ryan Garcia, says our Javante Davis. It was nowhere. It wasn't until they hired a security team and shit. And the Velocity Cuss says the F and Autotype says be messing words up, cuz. Now, don't blame it on Autotype, because Autotype's supposed to be on some Grammarly shit. That's what some of y'all need. Y'all need to add Grammarly. Grammarly will fix your writing, that shit. And then Chase Bowser says Devin Haney and Javante Davis says got into outside, says, you forgot the word it. Says got into it outside. Says where was Team Haney? Says when it came to Tank running up on Dev. Oh, it is a while ago where Tank did run up on him. Tank ran up on a lot of these dudes. Tank ran up on Ryan. And then Brandon Washington, see, Tank must have thought they was women. He was ready to hit their ass and shit. And then Deuce Time in the building, he says PG got lace. Man, nah, PG on steroids, Deuce. Why you bring all that shit up on LeBron and shit? You see the way, Deuce, you just cursed this nigga Paul George with all your LeBron hate. That's what the fuck happened. You did all these accusations on LeBron and all this shit. LeBron on this, LeBron on that. LeBron, man, he definitely on that shit. And now your boy Paul George is suspended with no motherfucking money for a grip of games because he didn't put that shit in the system. Come on, Deuce. That's why I say you got to stop that hating shit, bro. Now you talking about he got lace. Oh, shit. Well, you need to stay away from them junkies. And then Mark Nash says he's saying where the video at with Blue Blood in it, where I don't see Blue Blood nowhere. Blue Blood wasn't there. And then Crown says Blue on his porch says drinking night train. Look, he said drinking that night train. And he talking about the mark. I ain't about to look for that shit. Blue Blood was not there, my brother. And then the Boston Scholar says Deuce and Tifa says stage this. And then Chase Bowser says he says LDBC saying Tiger got beat up. No, Tiger got, because he got jumped twice. They was stumping Tiger out. You watch them fools in there stumping on this dude. When they caught that second melee that went down, they was stumping Tiger out. And then it was on Ellie Setback channel, not Blue Blood channel. I don't see nothing from Blue Blood. Nigga always got a camera everywhere. So you mean Blue Blood went to a weigh-in, he went to a fight and didn't bring a camera? Blue Blood went to a fight. This wasn't a fight. Blue Blood went to a weigh-in without a camera. The fuck out of here. So niggas catching Blue Blood in other niggas' videos. Y'all can believe that shit. The nigga wasn't there. Nigga is a liar. And then Asian Mass says, show him your tiger. Says, show him your tiger. Show him what you show him you're a tiger. Show him what you can do. Said, rawr. And then the box scholar says the LDBC says didn't cause this. And then Crown and they're laughing out loud. Ariel says Blue Blood is on the floor, says doing push-ups. Fucking him and Drew. That's why Drew ain't got a video. They was at that shit doing push-ups. He says Paul George says ain't been the same since Dane Lillard says pop that three in his face, says and waved him off. Says nigga lost all his aura, says after that. That's why he popped the aura substance. He tried to pop an oral substance and now he banned. Why Deuce Time accusing LeBron of being on steroids and shit. Him fucking Deuce Time be trying to put shit on niggas and shit. He be protecting fucking whack ass Donald Trump and shit. And out of all people, breaking news is nigga Paul George trying to get him a little enhancement. Popping the dirty pill. Damn. Popping the dirty pill. This fucking dudes. And then the Brandon Watson says treadmill walking. Yeah, that's what Blue Blood gets titles in. And nigga was on Drew. I'm looking at Drew in them show like these old degenerate ass niggas. Bring Blue Blood on. Blue Blood right there. Forget what the camera and what you heard. Blue Blood stood right there. And then Blue Blood on the treadmill walking. Yeah, I was definitely there breaking. Fucking weird ass. It is weird, homie. These fools don't represent black nothing. Niggas in here talking about black fighters and all this shit. These black fighters rich than a motherfucker, spoiled than a motherfucker, and still be ready to kill one another. These niggas in the world of boxing to where niggas supposed to call each other out to get their opportunities, and these niggas turn into automatic gang members. And then Velocity Cuss says, fact, says Flu Blood, says build a flu tube boxing empire, says being a pathological liar. Nigga lie about every fucking thing. I used to be not Blue Blood was the homie or nothing. Blue Blood was part, with a bunch of black folks that started out on this shit. Then that nigga just started lying like a motherfucker. And this back when the boxing encyclopedia was over there. And then Mark Nash says, nah, bro, since I sent you a screenshot of his face, says you ignored it. Well, it didn't pop. I ain't see no screenshot of Blue Blood face. Says, but if you just want to troll, says that's cool. Nigga, stop trying to defend that whole ass nigga. The nigga wasn't there, homie. Says, but I thought you wanted the facts. The nigga wasn't there, Mark. You can defend that camera carrying ass nigga all you want. I ain't see the nigga. You can buy into that baloney ass shit. Nigga ain't got one video of himself at the fucking fight. Like, nigga, you delusional as fuck believing that shit. And then Deuce Time says the maybe for Scholar. And then Brandon Watson says, Red says, Red says, fuck them treadmills. And then Deuce Time says the Mark, he says compromise. Yeah, because Mark be trying to be cool with these niggas. He be trying to be friends. He be going to fight, seeing these niggas there. So he can't keep it honest about these niggas. That nigga wasn't there, homie. Nigga got all the cameras. Nigga a fucking YouTube interviewing machine. And he ain't got no more interviews. Nigga interviews just died, so he just showing up to fights to be kicking it. Nigga wasn't at that shit. He says that is him, says 434. Well, if it's him, then it's him. I ain't see the nigga. And then Ricky says, what up? Says, what up, bro? And then the Boxing Scholar and laughing at Deuce Times, and then Brendan Washington and rolling. And the Chase Bowser says Tank Davis try to run up on Deb. Says when Deb was getting in the car. Says where was Team Haney? Man, they probably wasn't there. Haney probably went out without telling them cats. And then they in there laughing. Let me skip through some of these laughs before my time run out. And then Deuce says, Mark says the Deuce. He says no, Deuce says that's you. And then Brendan are laughing. And then Velocity Cuss says them crybabies says would have made 1,000 Monkey Tuesday videos if that was Team Tank. Shaking my head. Absolutely they would. Absolutely. Because all their videos, I don't ever see them bashing white fighters. And they claim to be out here for the black fighters. That's how you know a lot of the shit that these niggas preach is fake. That's why I don't listen to that. These niggas with they fake pro-black shit. They here for the black fighter. Well, nigga, all I hear is disdain towards black people. Monkey videos. Then they Drew whole ass when the white dude don't even go on Drew channel no more. Because Drew be sitting on there talking to black folks, calling them niggers. I ain't never heard not one white person in all this YouTube shit use that type of language towards black folks. Ever heard that shit? That fool felt so comfortable in the fact that his brain got the master in it. And because he had a massa on the show and his brain said, make old massa on the screen next to you, super happy, boy, and use the N-I-G-G-E-R word. Make master happy, boy, by making monkey videos that you stole because you want to kiss the ass of Black Fight Fan, who was the originator of calling people in his chat monkeys. These niggas is appeasing ass Negroes. Grown ass appeasers. Simply what it is. These niggas is grown appeasers. That's why when that nigga go to these little events with these niggas, he be appeasing, doing push-ups in front of these niggas. Not cracking any bitches, appeasing niggas. Pedophilia shit. Niggas is nasty, homie. Velocity cuts in there rolling. And then Boxing Scholar says, LDBC says, if y'all watching this, my Uncle Red says, speaks for himself. Says, I don't want Tiger Johnson knots. Man, they know exactly. You ain't on this panel. Niggas is crazy. And then I stand by what I speak. And then Stinger from above says, you think they're finally taking Sharecropper Shelton, says, to the next meet and greet? Hell no, Sharecropper Shelton ain't going to shit. Sharecropper Shelton got to work through the harvest. Ain't no leaving that motherfucking plantation that nigga on. Motherfucking boy don't get no passes. Fucking shit. What, he gonna ride a damn wagon up to that motherfucker? The horses wouldn't ride that fool that goddamn far. Sharecropper can't go to shit. You ain't never seen Sharecropper talk about a car. He ain't never talked about a plane. That nigga ain't never talked about a train. But you talking about floating up a river, he definitely done that shit. And then in an Asian Mass says Crouching Tiger style says versus Kill Bill style. And then Diamond Newman in the building, chosen few. And then he says the KAM says Cam. And then user says Tiger played tough against 14-year-old, says, and got the business. No, Tiger actually played tough against a grown dude. That's the shit that y'all trying to manipulate. He didn't play tough with no 14-year-old because he didn't approach that 14-year-old with punches. He approached a grown-ass dude who jumped at him, who escalated this shit and turned it into more of what it is. Oh, let me play that shit for you real quick. Let's back that up because I ain't see him play tough with a 14-year-old.
Hey, Bill.
That's that 14-year-old in there playing tough. I think the 14-year-old played tough with Tiger. And Tiger didn't play tough with him. He ain't walk up on that nigga nothing.
So what?
Even when he's saying what? Tiger is still not even following this little dude who's not 14. I think Sean is more like 18 or some shit. He ain't following him or nothing. He's not being threatening towards him.
Who is you?
That's why I said, who is you? Fuck is you? Let's continue on. Because y'all can identify when the boy is young because y'all pedophilia ways. You don't know who this tough acting ass fool. And because a fool is young, this is the other thing with you niggas with no sense and shit. Young dudes are a threat to motherfuckers. A lot of shit when you see where crime rates are major in cities, it's usually people around that age who are creating a lot of this motherfucking havoc and murders and all that other shit. So all this painting somebody as a little boy and all that other shit, these little kids with behaviors like that are the ones you may end up having to take their heads off because they kick up a lot of that shit. Y'all in these old crime, murder capital cities and shit, they're usually kids this age. Ain't a bunch of grown people that are committing all this crime. Some of you niggas live in farms and fucking suburban areas and all that other shit and ain't part of that shit. You just see it on TV, but don't know what really takes place with it. But let's continue on. So painting this shit, he's a 14-year-old boy, which he ain't. The 14-year-old boy, if he was taught properly, would have known never to walk up in a nigga's face and do no shit like that. Unnecessary shit. But even with y'all saying them doing that, Tiger ain't follow this little kid. So we're going to continue on to keep debunking you niggas because you munching on niggas' meat. We got to learn to be man and not munch meat. You eat pussy. But some of y'all scared. Niggas do so much sitting on their knees for dudes that you talk about eating pussy and shit. Niggas be like, ew, you nasty, you this and that. Niggas is weird, homie. Niggas is weird out here. Let's continue on. Like you say, who is you? There once did he get close to this dude, there's a great distance, so we're gonna see this shit. But look, there's a great distance. Tiger's still where he was when Sean approached him talking shit. And then you got this dude over here in the white who's standing here on some sneak shit, playing incognito, not trying to blend in, and to throw Tiger, leave Tiger blinded about what surrounds him now. Smart move from this dude. This dude is a professional jumper. This dude right here in the camera right here, he's a professional jumper. He used to be in with cats and jumping niggas. So look how his stance is. He ain't even trying to act like he part of this group. There's so many people in now, he just blends in the crowd. So now the engagement is with this dude who actually starts this shit. It's that dude with the bald head who ignites this shit. Not once. And there, nowhere is this little 14-year-old boy y'all keep defending anywhere close to Tiger. It's Tiger and this grown dude who steps towards Tiger. Now watch this grown dude step towards Tiger. Yeah. And they're talking about, now you're going to talk about that's a kid. Like, that's why he's acting like that. It ain't, that shit should have been left alone. Y'all niggas is closed. Now look, this dude stepped towards Tiger and jumps at him. Like, nigga out, threatening about what he would do. Because these niggas know they're in a group and they see Tiger by himself. Like I said, watch out. What that nigga do? That nigga throws a punch. And Tiger trying to get at him while being held. He being held. And this dude trying to play peacemaker is really leaving Tiger exposed. Tiger may have to whoop that nigga ass. So the dude doing the right thing, pulling him back. The professional jumping artist is throwing out his punches, missing a lot of his shit, but he getting off. He throwing his shit. Look, Tiger's still trying to fight over this professional peacemaker who's leaving him exposed, grabbing him and shit. And doing an ineffective job of trying to break this shit up like a bitch ass nigga. Like, that's why you don't go places with certain niggas. If that's Tiger's friend, don't ever bring that bitch ass dude nowhere fucking with you. Unless it's just the dude in the crowd. But even in the crowd, there's a certain way you break up fights. Otherwise, you stay the fuck up out of it. You don't leave a nigga in the midst of a fight vulnerable like that. But Tiger about to get on his ass. But look, Tiger ain't going after none of these little kids that y'all talking about. Tiger ain't going after none of them. I see Sean right there. Sean is in the picture. Look, when Tiger moving forward, you watch Tiger not Tiger, you watch Sean who's moving in position looking to try to jump in this shit. Tiger ain't on that little ass fucking punk. The fuck is you hoe ass niggas talking about? This is where video makes up greater evidence than the opinions of lying ass people. Now you watching Sean right there. Tiger doesn't even go at him when engaging in his combat. Sean, look at Sean. Look at Sean trying to move around this other dude holding him back. And he's in the picture. And that's the dude who initially said some shit to Tiger. Tiger don't even move towards him. He moved after that grown-ass nigga that threw a punch. And now he's being surrounded. You watch Sean ass immediately jump back. It's a good defensive move, but he ran back cowardly and shit. Tiger on that dude ass who swung at him like, oh, nigga, you want to throw punches. I'm about to maul you, nigga. Because if them niggas didn't jump, Tiger was about to whoop the ass of that nigga who threw a punch at him. So, yeah, it was best they probably did hop in there because he's going to whoop that dude fucking ass. And he didn't whoop Sean fucking ass too. But he didn't go after Sean. You niggas are just meat munchers for Bill Haney. Wrong is wrong. Right is fucking right. Simple as that. You can't get niggas to be right on shit. That's why niggas stay incarcerated in a white man's jail system. Because niggas don't keep shit authentic and they don't think. Look at him. Look at him. He ain't not once go after little bitty, innocent 14-year-old that y'all lying about the nigga age. You niggas doing Cuban shit. You niggas doing Cuban shit, lying on niggas age. This kid is older than that. And younger kids, teenagers, you really have to watch and you really may end up, if you're in the wrong environments, having to take the heads of one of these motherfuckers off. But let's continue. He ain't going nowhere after that. He went there to the ball headed dude. So now they own him. And that's all she wrote. So niggas, stop lying. Learn how to watch shit. Stop coming with your own narrative. Stop trying to come with little changes in stories. He didn't go after no 14-year-old, which Sean really ain't even a 14-year-old. Tennis player. He ain't even a tennis player no more. Maybe Sean got banned from tennis. He may have started fights, losing matches, and starting fights. So maybe Bill said, yeah, you got to put this nigga in boxing. So simple as that. So user needed, whatever that name's supposed to be. Stop meat munching, bro. Brandon there saying, yo, and I'm too far behind on the comments. I think I'm running out of time. Let me see where I'm at. Let me just go to the bottom. Let me go to the bottom. And then Diamond Newman says, what is your email? Says, I'll send you the video link. And then the video link to what? And then Oppen LD says, Cleveland says knows his history, laughed my ass off. And he says, Sean Haney is the next Arthur. Nigga, Arthur trash. They took that nigga off that shit. Oppen LD says, Trill Spill. Yes, indeed. Lyson Clear says, L5 player says, stop rewriting history. Says, T Street says, was the original LDBC op. Says, you American Puerto Ricans, says, always trying to rewrite history. Facts. Yeah, because I remember they started that shit with T Street. That was really the original beef that I seen on here between, the black content channels. And they send me what video? Bro, I don't need to see no motherfucking video of what? You sending me a video of Diamond Newman? Send it to Instagram. And then Ivan LD said, cause my daughter got my phone. It says screenshot screenshot Shorty says goes nowhere. It says he never met his Colt brothers. And then Ivan LD says, damn, I'm late. Says to the 2.0 stump out. For real. And then it says Oppen says what's good. And then salute to my brother Oppen LD. And the Oppen LD, nigga, I didn't even know you had a channel where you was doing videos until yesterday and shit. And he says, ex-dude player number 20. I can't believe you was paying dues to them niggas Oppen and LD. That shit wild. And he says, and then Box Scholar says, that is weird though. Says why he ain't got no footage? Because that nigga wasn't there. That ain't Blue Blood. That's some old nigga look like him. You know, New York niggas be wearing all that old 2000 shit and they look alike. And he said they do be trying to gatekeep blackness. Says then use white insults. Right. Exactly. That's why I don't like these hoe ass niggas. I don't like these hoe ass niggas. These niggas is hoes to me. And especially try to form this shit into being in the disguise of being for black folks. Stop disguising shit. Stop trying to disguise who is wrong and who is right from yesterday. And painting this picture of some innocent little boy. This nigga ain't no innocent boy. This little boy want to be a fucking thug. Who done grew up in the fucking with a silver spoon in his fucking mouth. That shit was unnecessary with what Sean did. And it was really unnecessary in the response to that grown ass dude amongst the group. Simple as fucking that. Diamond Newman says it's on the second. Says it's on second out. Says you can check their page. Says it. Man, I ain't about to check these nigga page. Says how do you share video? Says with the blue. Says with the blue link check. Says so you click the video. Says in there. Man, y'all can prove that nigga Blue Blood. Until I see Blue Blood put that shit on his channel, that nigga's a liar. And they ain't rocking with nothing that old treadmill walking nigga talk about. And then and he says the fight's still on, bro. And he said, what fight? Says Josh Kelly says drop Baccarum. Says fight still on. Nigga, I'm in here talking about this shit. Fuck Josh Kelly in a Baccarum. I don't care about them motherfuckers. And then he says your man says has the first LDBC. This video says on, and the first dude says I shit on, says was the crackhead Louis, says he afraid of me. See, I didn't see Louis afraid of. I don't think I ever seen Louis act afraid of nobody on this YouTube shit. I don't know how true that is. He says I don't know who King Louis is. Says but Blue Blood says the new YouTube boogeyman. That nigga the fucking YouTube liar. Nigga the sources. But oh yeah, so I'm at the bottom of that shit. That's all I got on this one, folks. I got a basketball game to go to, and then I'll be back for the fight. We'll be back here for the fight. He says, yeah, bro, says wifey clowns me, says every week about it. Yeah, about the channel. Yeah, I had no idea you had a fucking YouTube channel, bro. And then the Boxing Scholar says I was sub to Opulent too. He says I didn't know he dropped content either. Yeah, that nigga content start popping up on my shit yesterday, matter of fact, or the day before that. If you see on your channel a new subscription, I think I subbed like yesterday or some shit. I had no idea you was dropping videos. And he said he was sub to and had no idea neither. Velocity Cuss says, wait. Said they was really paying dues. Says like yeah, bro, that shit real. When you hear me call these niggas all these years, I've been calling due payers is because these grown ass niggas was paying these niggas dues. Them dudes didn't go nowhere. It wasn't to accumulate money for when they do meet. These niggas still paid to go to meet and greets. When these niggas put these little events on where a bunch of dudes just go to that shit to drink malt liquor and eat motherfucking pizza and shit, the niggas got to pay to go to that shit and pay dues to go watch the same shit that these niggas deliver on YouTube. I watch for free. And then just like I watch Drew and them shit for free because Patreon ain't popping like that. Where the niggas think they got exclusive shit over there. And he said they was really paying dues. Says like a union. Says thought y'all niggas were being started. No, I know I clown a lot, but guess what? Inside of comedy and being funny and bagging on niggas, there's truth in that shit. There's truth in that shit. I do that shit because I don't come off as no threatening ass dude. I think that's one of the most ignorant ways of moving. I believe in clowning niggas. And that clowning shit make niggas extremely mad. They be wanting to strike with pillow fists and shit. And then Opino D says $20 a month. Velocity says it was nothing to me. Says, but yeah, man, I can't believe you're paying them niggas dues. And that shit didn't get niggas nothing. And then niggas be super chatting and shit still like, man, that shit was the most gimmicky ass shit ever. And then Diamond Newman says, what's your IG name? Says, I'll send it to you. Says he's in the 1 minute 33 seconds. My Instagram is Reggie. Hold on, let me go to my shit. Reggie Owens 81. That's my Instagram. Reggie Owens 81. Go ahead and send that shit. Let me check, see where Blue Blood at. I'm gonna still call that nigga a liar. And then I can identify if it's him or some nigga that look like him dressed in old 1980s New York hip hop shit. So let me see. Damn, that bitch is cold-blooded than a motherfucker I see on this Instagram shit. Good gracious. Y'all see Wilder Chick? Y'all see the new video on Wilder Chick platform? But I think she jealous because Wilder showed up to that damn turkey shit with a little cold little thing yesterday. Hopefully Wilder don't fall in love with that one he had with him yesterday. But she was a cold one. That may make old girl jealous. Maybe old girl know old girl that Wilder was with too. And now she thinks she'll make Wilder jealous by showing her get bent over. No, bro. Like, this is the other thing where bras think they can do that shit to make you jealous. This is my mindset where bras be playing themselves, think they can get back at me. Bitch, I fucked you already. I fucked you years ago. You was a thing of the past. Well, I need to be jealous because another nigga fucking. The fuck, man? That's where niggas be losing their minds. We want to lose their freedom, jeopardize their lives or somebody else's lives over thinking you own and possess a bitch. You crazy. You better enjoy the experiences that you had. You fuck multiple times. You've been with somebody a year. You better at least have 100 rounds of fucking. Other than that, what the fuck you crying over some old passed around poo nanny you didn't already tap? And then the bitch can get back at you dropping videos, somebody else fucking her. Bitch, you a thing of the past. That nigga experienced some shit I didn't already had. And then it'd be a lot of times when you didn't have some shit that somebody already else done had. Motherfuckers is crazy, acting like they getting new pussy and shit, and the shit belong to them. Fools out here dumb. But that's what happened when people ain't raised with game. People ain't raised with game or understanding of life. That they react off these weak ass emotions. And then that's where the concept of being a man is all the way altered. That shit is skewed. A lot of niggas function like fucking illogical motherfuckers. Like, hell no, niggas crazy. So that chick doing that shit, hopefully she doing it out of, she definitely need the funds or something. And sex sells, and she got a body for that shit. And then Velocity Cuss says, King Louis says, Age Money says, or J-Cat Saga says, Psychotic Legends, for real. And that's even like why I believe that shit with Wilder Wife is really her, because even in her workout videos becoming a little bit steamy and shit. Her workout videos becoming really seductive in the shit I seen. Man, like, yeah, she taking that little turn and shit. And Abino D says, appreciate it. And then Mirror in the building, salute. He says, funny ass title, laugh my ass off. Says, what up, homie? Salute, bro. Abino D says, none of the dudes went to the event. Yeah, the dudes went right in them niggas' pockets. They was pimping. Niggas was pimping y'all niggas. And then L5 player says Louis wasn't afraid of jumping on camera, says, but he smoked a few rocks, says, but when I called him to see what's up, says he texted apology, says, and then talked reckless a week later, says after he smoked more chromes. And he says, I hope he's sober now. Says, but King Louis says only has YouTube balls. And then, but no, I think a lot. That's why I think raising your voice, being angry at people on the camera shit is worthless and shit. But it's best to get frustrations and talking wild to people on the internet versus being in person. Because some of these people ain't gonna even fight. Some people may want to pull a weapon and other shit, grab bottles like hoes and all that other shit. Abneld says fell for the black unity shit, laughing my ass off. Man, ain't no unity. Any niggas that talk black unity and all this shit is fake. Because unity shouldn't cost money. Brotherhood shouldn't cost money. Support doesn't cost money. It doesn't. And then I hear so many people whining and bullshitting about when they start shit, whining that their friends ain't spending money to support. That's your friend. Just because you bring some shit up doesn't mean that they need to spend money on that shit. They may not want it. Your shit of creating shit is to create it for the masses, not for people around you. And then now you think that they don't support you. That's how so much fallout. People think they start shit, and that means that people are fucking. You feel that you're entitled, that people got to spend their money on your shit. Like niggas got fucked up mindsets on shit. I can't stand that shit. If I wanted to support it because I'm gonna use it, then that's when I buy it. I didn't give a fuck if my child was to start some shit. I don't mean I need to buy that shit. Make some shit that I want that's useful. Other than that, your fucking support of starting a venture is for outside people. Because if you're just keeping that shit where you think your friends and a little small group is what's supposed to build you a dynasty, you're a fucking fool to business. And you're the reason why so many businesses flop. If you ain't got some shit that attracts the masses, then stay the fuck away. I see so many people I watch on this shit whining about how they family don't support, they friends don't support. Why, you want their money? The fuck out of here. Yo motherfucking peoples. This is crazy. And then unity with price tags? That's how you know you're dealing with fake ass people. And then Abneld says, fell for the black unity shit. Laughed my ass off. Velocity says, Abneld says, was that you? Says that took a photo with Sugar Hill. Stewart says, and now the crybabies call you an op. And then he says, Opman says, if that the premium membership says I want it. And then he digs there clowning. And then he says, yes, sir. And he said, oh, they tripped on you because you did a photo with Sugar Hill. Like, that's the other crazy shit. Even they be trying to tell other niggas what they can and can't do and shit. But folks, let's stop the comments. I'm about to get off of here. And then Opman says, the scholar says it came with no benefits. Pimpin says none at all. And Boxing Scholar says the Opman says I was trying to get an interview, says with Sugar Hill. Man, that's how I ran into Tyson Fury with Sugar Hill. I see them niggas in the mall out here. And then and the Velocity Cuss says and then some of them niggas was mad seeing me with the damn Tyson Fury interview and shit. Like, you niggas better not say a fucking thing to me. And then said them niggas says hella immature, says for that, says shaking my head. And then Boxing Scholar says the opponent says Den says who put the beats on Tiger. And he says I heard Drew says tripped him up. Man, Drew ain't at that shit. Said them niggas just be lying like a motherfucker. But folks, let me get out of here. I'll watch that video. I'll talk about it with matter of fact, let me see if Diamond Newman sent that shit. Hold on, let me see. You niggas ain't sent shit. And I ain't got time to wait for that shit. My time running out. Let me see. All right, I see some shit here. No, that's a notification. Let me see. Hold on, where this shit at? Goddamn, move this motherfucker. I don't see nothing from none of you niggas. I see the homies in there. Doom. Yeah, nothing. And then he says, sir, wasn't no food there. Says, well, I seen sandwiches. Says, but not enough for everybody. He niggas is halfway ass organizers, bro. Velocity Cuss says facts. Says all this flu tube shit. Says about refreshing the super chat. Facts. Says Don Lemon says made hella money overnight off that arrest, as he should have. And also that shit has really opened the world to how Trump is going about all this shit. He talked about what the rest of the government had everybody in a panic that the government was taking your rights, and Trump out here taking all type of rights from motherfuckers. The motherfucker is a bait and switch ass president. That's all he is. These niggas got baited and switted. And also, what Trump is showing is how powerful that position of president is. Where dumbass niggas sat on here for years arguing when they ain't got knowledge on shit that the president ain't nothing but a puppet. The president ain't got no power. Votes don't count. Stupid motherfuckers. Yes, votes do. Dummies. Not only brought to yours truly through me, but brought to you by Donald Trump. Votes matter, stupid motherfuckers. Abinodi said, no, Red says they really mad because I left the coat. Yo, I bet them niggas is crazy, man. Them niggas is crazy. And that's the other thing. People and how people become so intertwined with cults and shit. So many people follow this religious cult shit, whether it's through how religious groups are, and then they buy into this belonging of shit. A lot of people are just sheep and followers to shit. That's why that cult like shit becomes so powerful. And the people who are the heads of that shit and their manipulation is wild. And then El Fapo says, Drew Titan says, dresses like Aladdin, says, vest says, with no shirt underneath. And then, folks, that's all I got. I'll catch you on the next one. But these old Bill Haney meat munching niggas, irrelevant to the motherfucker. And their little shit of making Sean into a motherfucking victim, the kid need to be talked to. And the thing with this whole event and this incident with these dudes ain't to go into further escalation. Let me do this as a close. Ain't to go into a further escalation and igniting new conflict with these dudes. It is for Bill Haney, if Bill Haney is who he says he is to get Tiger on the phone, to talk to this dude, and for them to work this shit out through conversation, to have dialogue, and to fix that shit. It is simple as that to resolve this shit. And that's how you fix this shit. And then let me see this video they talking about. All right, let's see blue blood. Let's see blue blood. All right, looking. I don't see no blue blood. Don't see no blue blood. Where's blue blood? Everybody search for blue blood. Let's see. I see no blue blood. What mark you said that shit was at? A minute something? Looking. I see an Average jacket. That's doesn't look like blue blood. Nigga with a hood on his head, dressed like a crip. Still looking. These niggas believe any old thing. Let's see. Blue blood is where blue blood at? Oh, I see a nigga with the hoodie on. All right, here go the nigga they talking about blue blood. Niggas believe anything. So this is blue blood, folks. So here go blue blood. So that's blue blood. I guess. Yeah, that's blue blood. That's blue blood. Where's camera at? Where that nigga camera at? So I guess that is that nigga. But he be lying. He still be lying. Nigga ain't got one camera in that motherfucker. So he was there. But folks, that's all I got. Blue blood was there with no camera. That shit is mighty strange. But where was he at in the first scrimmage? He wasn't there. He's just throwing out opinions. But why that nigga didn't upload content neither? He wasn't there. He got there late. Nigga ain't got one camera. His cameras weren't ready. So nigga wasn't standing next to he wasn't standing next to Tiger and them when that incident kicked off. Like he tried to act like he was in fucking like he tried to act like he was when that incident kicked off. Blue blood wasn't there. Nigga walked in late. Said blue blood is pussy, says, and he wouldn't do ish anyway. Says I told you. Yeah, blue blood standing. Blue blood got there late. So blue blood didn't see anything. I didn't see that Everex all blue wearing ass nigga nowhere in any of the incidents. That nigga probably showed up to this shit late, and the reason why he got no content. That's all I got. I'll be back for the fight. He lied ass meat munching niggas. I'm out, folks. Peace, peace. Oh yeah, but back to this shit. Bill Haney, this is the solution and shit. Because this is real black shit. And black people on real black shit and real unity shit is that they had this incident, conflict, punch is strong, all that shit can be resolved through conversations, and 50-year-old fake motherfuckers stop acting like they super tough guys and to have a conversation, see what heads, if they can meet, have a meet of the minds, and let bygones be bygone and peace had between two, resolve the shit like that. But we'll see where they go. And if not, shit gonna kick off tonight at the fight. But that's all I got, folks. I'm up out of here. So I'll catch you guys for the fight. Peace, peace. We out. You still want this, Ray? All right, good. All right, folks, I'm gone. I'll see y'all for the fight. Peace.